American Slacker Podcast is BYOT. Bring your own tacos.
Dick swinging.
You're listening to American Slacker Podcast.
We can say fuck.
With Matthew Gertz and Jesse Landers.
That's a decent amount of sausage.
This man needs a doctor!
Yeah, I just hope they're tasty.
What's up with these clowns, man? Oh my god, it's like a Walmart party or something. What the fuck is that?
Let them smoke a little. Cut the lights and went through people's pockets.
It's not a public thing. Come on now. I don't care. I've been smoking. This is cool. Don't you point that at each other. Talking shit.
Damn. You need to step it up to that point. We're not gonna lead with the.
We're not gonna lead with that.
So how does it feel to be on an award-winning podcast?
Well, I'd just like to thank Satan, because no one really ever gives him love in these acceptance speeches. And, you can't have one without the other. It's a whole yin-yang. I'd also like to thank the people at Potter & Family. I'm sure they appreciate being associated.
Yeah. And in case you guys don't know, we were nominated for Pod of the Week from Potter & Family, which is a podcasting community mainly based on Twitter. And we fucking won.
Yeah, we're up against 3 other podcasts for Pod of the Week, which is a hashtag competition type thing that they have each week to sort of shine a light on someone that uses the hashtag Potter and Family and promotes other shows. So we're really happy that we won. We can put that accolade up on our description.
Hell yeah. Award-winning podcast just sounds so nice.
Very, very nice ring to it. And
we couldn't have done it without all of you fans that actually voted for us, because I know we had a lot of you guys come through and help us out.
Yeah, we were pushing it hard on Facebook, on Instagram, and everyone who came out, thank you. Seriously. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, let's just hope this is the first of many. Well, welcome to American Slacker Podcast. Let's get over the award shit. It's another show, another day. As always, I'm Matthew.
And I'm Jesse, and we're happy to have you here in our award-winning audience. You're included in this.
Yeah, every one of you.
So we'd always like to tell you to recommend this show to a friend if you haven't already. I know you got some friends out there who would enjoy listening to us as much as you do. You can also help out the show along with the votes that you contribute. You can contribute to our Patreon, become a sponsor, help us out. We want to give shout outs to 2 of our patrons from Patreon. It's hard to say.
Yeah, it always gets me. I always say patrons.
So 2 of the patrons, you wanna give them a shout out, Matt?
Patrons. 2 of our patrons.
2 shots of
We
Patron.
got the Pluto. Yeah, hell yeah. 2 Patron shots, please. Pluto Moved On Podcast. Thank you, motherfuckers. We love you. And of course, the boys at Crime Roulette. They're always supportive of the show, and we love to work with you guys. So, thank you.
Yeah, hopefully we'll be working with them again soon. If you haven't listened to our crossover podcast episode with them, go back and check that out. It was a lot of fun to do.
Yeah, it was. Hell yeah.
And if you guys want to hear your name at the top of the show, like we said, head on over to our Patreon and just give anything that you think we're worthy of for what we put out each week. And you'll get that shout out.
And in this show, we're going to start out with bizarre news as always. Then we got a couple of bands to recommend to you guys that are really, really good. And then we're going to close out with some video games, so stick around.
Yeah, we always like to start out our bizarre news with weed news. So we're heading on over to Nevada.
Oh, yeah.
Where marijuana has been legalized as of July 1st.
Pissed off all the casinos.
Very, very true. There was a big push against it. They went up for recreational marijuana in 2002. Voters turned it down. They went up in 2006. It went down again. And finally, in 2017, almost 10 years later, they have it passed. So I have an article here from an NBC, ABC station out of Nevada. And they had a correspondent there, doing video for the first, opening night, which, they were doing a midnight, release. It looked like a movie theater, showing a fucking cult film. but it was all just potheads. Stoners looking to, go in and do this all legally. They'd rather wait in the line at 12 a.m. than wait in a parking lot at 12 a.m., and I don't fucking blame them.
Yeah, nobody likes to drop. You're waiting for your guy. It's fucking 3 hours have passed. Where is he at?
Has not hit you up. You don't want to piss him off. So yeah, it's definitely easier to wait in line and get it at a register. So people were really excited. In Reno, there's 4 places that have like the licenses to actually sell, and they have really cool names. We have Sierra Wellness. We have Bloom with the little umlaut over the U, the 2 dots.
Nice.
The Dispensary, which, I mean, that's pretty straightforward, I guess. And Mint with a Y instead of an I.
Mint. I don't get that one as much, but I guess, hey, whatever.
It's
I like the
interesting.
Wellness Center.
Yeah, so the anyone who's over 21 with a valid ID can buy up to an ounce and 1/8 of concentrates.
21, huh?
Yep. They made it like drinking.
Yeah. Fair deal, I guess. Just seems a little old.
Another little gem out of this article is that the one person who is going to buy for the first time, they said that they purchased a gram of sour kush, which they're going to frame along with their receipt.
They're gonna frame the kush?
Yeah, they're going to frame the bud and the receipt because it's like such a momentous occasion for them that they, want to have like a little keepsake. And I was thinking, like maybe 100 years, that'll be like some sort of historic artifact in like the historium of marijuana in America.
100 years, it's gonna be a frame of dirt because that shit's gonna decompose.
Yeah, you would probably have to like airtight seal it or something. So yeah, good on you, Nevada. I hope it works out. There's a senator who they're calling the cannabis king and the godfather of marijuana in Nevada. His name is Senator Tick Segerblom. He's a Democrat out of Las Vegas. And he says, we're the new Amsterdam, we're the new Denver. Nevada is going to be the gold standard for marijuana starting at midnight. Tall claim.
Your bomb smokes the bomb, you know what I'm saying?
So I want to keep an eye out for this guy, see what he's doing, because he seems to have a really positive outlook on marijuana for his state. And hopefully it works out in the way that he's looking at it.
Oh, yeah. The tax revenue is going to be out the ass.
Oh, definitely.
Definitely going to benefit.
So yeah, we'll post this. We'll post this article up on our Facebook page, like we always do. It goes up on Monday with our episode release. So be sure to check it out if you're interested in how this is going to be working out for Nevada and how it affects your next trip to Vegas.
Man, I want to go to Vegas now so I can legally burn, because I'm sick of illegally burning. It's fucking annoying. Man, in our next story, actually wanted to burn. And what happened is that Mike Tingley of Grand Blanc, Michigan, decided he was going to deal with the bee's nest in his garage in an unconventional method. He looked around. He probably had a can of Raid or something. That wasn't going to do it, though. He wanted to go to the extreme.
Okay.
Seeing that 4th of July was coming up, he had a few fireworks. He happened to have some smoke bombs. He figured, I don't want to go too hard. I don't want to get the Roman candles and have a war here. So I'm going to use the smoke bomb and smoke them out.
Okay.
Well, unfortunately for Mike, he ended up burning down his garage with the smoke bomb.
Oh, no.
And ruining his holiday. They didn't even end up getting to celebrate 4th of July because the garage had a patio out back is where they generally entertain guests.
Okay, yeah, you don't want bees nests flying around or chilling out there.
Yeah, but when it burned down, it kind of ruined his little patio and entertainment area.
Yeah.
So he had to cancel his 4th of July party that he was going to have. But in the positive, nobody was hurt in this crazy fire.
Did it at least get the bees out?
The only thing standing was the corner pillar with an enraged hornet's nest. It's funny, man. Like, people have that reference of, like, you see a spider, it's like, burn that whole motherfucker down and start over. It's like, this guy did it.
Torch the house, walk down the block. We're
I
done.
gotta say, the article on Fox News has a picture of Mike and his daughter just standing looking at the firefighters try to put this fire out.
Stick to the Raid.
Yeah, stick to the Raid, people. Do not use any type of fire-propelled mechanism to deal with insects or any type
Well,
of
people have been
pest.
having a lot of fun with fireworks. You know, it's around 4th of July. Hope everyone had a good holiday.
Hell yeah. What is 4th of July without a little bit of boom boom?
Yeah, and over in Washington, in our next article, this 14-year-old boy had a ton of fun with his fireworks until it caught his car on fire.
Wait a minute.
Well, his mother's car
I
on
was going to
fire,
say,
'cause a 14-year-old
what is a
can't own
14-year-old
car.
doing with a car?
Well, as we have discussed on this podcast, you can learn a lot on YouTube. And kids seem to be doing the darndest things these days, like stealing their parents' cars and driving to McDonald's and getting pulled over. And in this case, he stole his mother's car and started lighting off Roman candles inside of the car, which eventually caught the inside of the car on fire.
That's why you go for the leather interior, people. It doesn't catch up like a cloth does.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's why you gotta splurge and take care of yourself. But then it gets hot in the sun.
It does. Nobody wants to sit down on that hot leather. It's like fucking the floor is lava game.
So you gotta do that age-old question: do I want to shoot off fireworks in my car, or do I want to be able to sit on my seat in the sun? You know.
Yeah, true. That's a tough one.
Something we've all asked ourselves. So this guy, no one was hurt. The mom's not pressing charges on the son, I guess. But this car is fucking torched. There's the only bit of paint that's left is on the very front near the headlights. The rest of it's charred out.
Yeah, that car is crispy. Extra crispy.
Roman candles will fucking do a lot of damage. There's like a ton of them in each stick usually. There's at least
10.
like 5 or 6.
Yeah, it's like I think it's like
10,
5 to
yeah.
10 maybe, or like 6 to 10. Like you get those weak ones that only got like 5 or 6, but usually they have 10.
Right.
And a lot of the times people don't realize what it's about to do.
You're basically shooting off small cannons inside of.
Is this done yet?
Closed
Is this
area.
done yet?
It's outrageous.
Well, that calls for a cool off. And what better way to cool off than, a nice McFlurry?
Oh yeah, people love that, especially in the summer. It's hot.
You an M&M or an Oreo type guy? What do you go for?
Actually, I'm a little controversial when it comes to McDonald's. I always get into it with fucking fast food places. I need them to double M&M that shit.
Oh, and then they give you the look like, I can't do that.
It's like, charge me extra. I don't give a fuck.
But there's no extra charge button for extra M&Ms. I just can't do it. Put those M&Ms in there, motherfucker.
And just charge me for another McFlurry. I don't give a fuck. But see, my issue is when I get down to the bottom and it's all vanilla ice cream. I'm not a big vanilla ice cream guy. I'm more of a chocolate. They don't have chocolate, so you gotta load that shit with M&Ms so I can make it chocolate.
Yeah, especially since like McDonald's has like a really weak vanilla too. It doesn't even taste like anything. Just like
Yeah, it's
milk.
that powder shit that they add like fucking water to and freeze.
Yeah, and freeze it up in there. Well, in Daytona Beach, Florida, 3 customers were quite upset when they went to get their cool relief. And McDonald's had told them that the ice cream machine was down for maintenance. Normally, you wouldn't get so upset, but apparently they saw somebody else had ice cream. So they were like, what the fuck is going on here?
They're getting grifted.
It was a selection type deal. Well, that's when things got heated. And 3 females decided they were going to jump the counter and beat the shit out of a McDonald's employee.
Oh shit, it's going down in the lobby.
I mean, everybody's wanted ice cream so bad that they could get to physical violence. I mean, come on now. It was bound to happen.
Maybe as a little kid, but as an adult, I try and restrain myself.
No, it doesn't happen.
My ice cream rages.
Oh, maybe I'm alone on this.
You gotta leave those people at Stewart's.
You never choke somebody for a chocolate shake?
If people aren't aware, Stewart's is a regional convenience store. I always forget that people.
Yeah,
aren't
Saratoga,
aware.
New York. All upstate New York has them. All over. Friendly little place. Great people work
Damn
there.
good milkshakes, but you gotta stop. You gotta stop assaulting them.
You can't assault the ice cream dealer.
Not at all.
Apparently, a manager had seen this come to fruit and decided to call 911 for help. The employees made it out with very little injury, but still a little trauma of getting attacked by 3 young females because they didn't get their McFlurry.
I've never heard of someone going that crazy over the McFlurry. The Nuggets, I think we had last episode.
Oh, nuggets are there's no games to be played with nuggets. This comes down to, this was just in Florida, and you know how I love to make fun of Florida because it's a crime-ridden state that just brings us the most ridiculous news.
It's I heard a funny expression for Florida. It's a sunny place for shady people. Florida's always giving us some crazy stuff, but for our next article, we're going over to New York City. Now, how much do you think is expensive for like cosmetic type shit? Like if you're gonna go into a spa, like what's the top price that you would pay?
I feel like a spa, it depends upon what you're going to get, like...
Right.
I feel like a spa, the average run-of-the-mill, maybe like, anywhere from like $60 to $100 is probably a practical idea if you're going to do a couple hours there and get multiple treatments of things, do the whole pamper yourself.
Yeah, I mean, I'd say, low end 100, high end maybe 200 if you're really splurging out there. How much would you pay for bird poop on your face?
That's a tough one. I don't know if I'd ever pay for shit on my face.
You probably pay for it not to be on your face.
Do they hold the bird and he shits on your face directly so it's ultimately fresh?
Give it a nice squeeze.
You just gotta bird shit dispenser. Take the pigeon. They're training somebody. You gotta take them. You gotta grab the certain spot on the stomach. You gotta be light. You don't want to squeeze too hard to where you just crunch him and break his ribs. Just give him a little
They have him practice on Dove soap bottles.
Smart move. Less pigeon casualties.
So in this spa in New York City, they're charging $180 for bird poop facial. Now the bird poop that's being used comes from nightingales.
It would be in New York City. I'm just gonna say.
Little high end bird poop for you. It comes from a Japanese treatment that's traditionally used there with. They take nightingale poop and rice bran, and they mix it together into like a face mask sort of thing.
I'm disappointed. I really wanted to imagine just somebody going up and netting New York City pigeons and just fucking McDonald's fry consuming fucking pigeons just shitting into a bowl.
They could have a coop in the back. Who knows? So, yeah, it's like, let me go get more of that special Japanese nightingale poop. They're just, like, rounding pigeons in the alleys.
They're just feeding them, like, X
Get over here. Oh, that's terrible. So in this case, it's the rice bran mixed with the poop. Goes for $180 a pop. You also get a bunch of other things done in terms of, like, scrubbing your skin, and they'll give you a green tea mask afterward. So it's supposed to be a nice sort of relaxing thing, but I think that goes a little too far.
It's a whole new way to get shit-faced.
Oh, that is true. Like, I'm going off, I'm going to go get shit-faced at this spa. It's like, that's interesting. I thought they were supposed to, like, detox. So I don't know if I'm paying for any bird poop facials anytime soon.
You can think of a lot better ways to spend $180. That's for sure. Like,
oh yeah,
maybe taking a trip back to Florida. Whoop, whoop! Because that's where we're going
crazy news.
in our next article. St. Petersburg, Florida. There's a hooligan on the loose. But he's an entertaining hooligan, so I'm down with him. And what we've got here is a little bit of graffiti. It's a problem with graffiti happening all over the city. There's an anonymous artist, and he's got a signature look. And his look is a simple silhouette of a three-cheeked ass.
It's like an optical illusion. You can't look away from it.
You can't. It's like, it's so unnatural, but it's like, three cheeks straight up. Does he have two assholes? I don't know. You tell me. Maybe the right cheek. Maybe between the two right cheeks, that's where the asshole is. The two left cheeks, you're just like, there's nothing there.
Now that's more interesting.
Yeah.
It's not about where the asshole is, it's about where it is.
Well, I like diving into these kinds of things.
Assholes?
Wait, what? No, that's not what I meant. Hold on. I didn't mean that.
What phrasing?
So the police are pissed off. The whole town's basically pissed off. There's multiple quotes from random people, and one woman said, "This is not art at all. It's vandalism."
Well, now let's hold back.
Well,
butts.
art can be widely
three-legged
perceived.
butts could be art. Yeah. We're definitely purveyors of graffiti, and I think this is some harmless graffiti that's out there.
I feel like it would just give you
funny.
a quick chuckle as you're walking down the city streets and you're, oh, there's another three-cheeked ass. God, that guy's...
Look at that butt.
That guy's he's a knee slapper.
It's pretty funny, though. It's I would love to see one of these pop up
oh, man.
around my area. I'd be in full support.
I support the three-cheek movement, and the police definitely don't, though. In the end, they're saying the man will be taking a front row seat in the courtroom, which I doubt they're ever going to catch this guy. He's highly intelligent.
Is it true that you are guilty of creating these butts all over town?
I did it. I won't even lie.
Slap the cuffs on me, officers. Throw me away.
Imagine
Yeah,
he had
it's
3 cheeks
harmless.
though. He was just a mutant human.
Oh.
He's like,
He was just trying to get the awareness
I'm
out
just trying
there.
to tell my story.
Must make it hard to walk.
I only have an asshole between my 2 right cheeks. There's nothing on the left.
It's quite a conundrum. You know what also makes it tough to walk is getting hit by a fucking bus when you're not expecting it. In our next article, we're talking about Simon Smith, who was walking in Reading, Berkshire on Saturday, and he was hit by behind by a double-decker bus.
You know, they come out of nowhere. You're doing your daily business. You're trying to make it to the grocery store. And out of nowhere, fucking just comes plowing down and gets you, man. You gotta be on the lookout. Those wild buses.
The wild bus approaches through the tall grass, stalking its prey, unaware that it's about to be pounced on. That's pretty much how this goes. This big giant purple double-decker bus comes flying down the road way too fast, tries to take a turn, hits a light post or like a bench of some sort, and because the wheels are no longer on the ground, it hits this guy because it's not turning anymore, and he just slides. He slides a good...
He does slide.
A good like 20 yards, I'd say.
Yeah, he slides quite a bit. Good thing he's wearing a leather jacket.
Now, it's not so much the fact that this guy got hit by a bus. You know, shit like that happens all the time. He survives. He gets up and walks into the building that he like stopped out in front of, which happened to be a pub.
Yeah, as far as he's concerned, that bus just assisted him. He got a free ride on the bus to the pub.
He's like, oh, thanks. I was going there anyway. He goes in there. He got a beer and shattered the windscreen of the bus, like, or the windshield of the bus. It was shattered, and he just like gets up and goes and gets a beer.
I feel like he had a concussion. Maybe he wasn't even heading to that pub, but he was like, "Oh, the pub, good. I can go for a drink." Like, sir,
Like, oh, did I fall?
Don't lay down.
Maybe I meant to go in
you
here.
can't sleep right now. You need to stay awake. You have a concussion, sir. You were just hit by a
that's
bus.
what the beer's for. You haven't ever heard that old wives' tale saying, like, have a beer after a concussion, you're in the clear? No one take our medical advice. That's the most important
You know what?
thing out of all this.
This story makes me
But-
want to crack a beer. Man. We're going to continue this because our next story here is all about the alcohol. Now, you know, getting old's a bitch. You know, some people take it well, some people take it not so well, you know? I think it's all about not giving in and just living as young as you can until the end.
Yeah, you gotta get the most out of life.
And in this story, we have a 79-year-old, Muriel H. will dub her, because her name is a hell of a doozy, and I'm not going to butcher it. Now, it was her grandson's graduation party. He's 17 years old, so he couldn't really partake in the alcohol. But there was a keg. She was hanging out with the youngins, and she decided to get a little freaky. So she has 2 of her grandson's friends hold her legs up as she does a fucking keg stand.
Someone hold my oxygen. I need to hit this keg.
Oh my god. No, the tank was still on her back.
Strapped up like scuba gear.
Tank to tank!
Tank to tank! Tank to tank!
And she never took either tube out of her mouth. Shortly after she died, though. No, I'm just kidding.
Well,
She didn't die. She lived as a champion.
There you go. This woman is a fucking trooper.
She's a fucking hero, man. I almost want to put her in the green team. God damn it.
Damn near
I hope
close.
I hope I'm this fucking vivid at 79 years old, man. I want to do a keg stand at 79. Damn.
She's a spry lady, that's for sure. And just like, so this was uncoaxed. It's not like the kids were like, hey, grandma, do a keg stand. She was like, she just like threw her walker down and like hobbled over to the keg.
No, she's a very lively woman. She looks pretty healthy.
Okay.
And apparently she might have made a joke about it, and then everybody was egging her on, and she was like, you know what? I'm excited about this. I'm going to fucking do it.
Nice.
And she became the star of the party, man. The images of her doing a keg stand went viral.
Damn.
Yeah, like fucking insane amount of likes and shares. But this beer's to you, for sure.
Yeah, and we kind of continue the beer fiascos into our funny clip of the week.
Hell yeah, we do. And this is one of the best finds we've had in a long time. I fucking love this guy.
Now, I have to say, I think I first saw this on our friend McCabe's page, and it took me a while to track it down again, but I'm so glad that I did.
Hell yeah, I am too, man. I've been going through this guy's channel because he has some of the best fucking videos ever.
Now, the name of this guy is, the name of his channel is Billy Buck Roscoe All American.
Yeah, and swing by there, you'll get amusement.
And the name of the specific clip that caught our attention at first is called Saturdays Are for the Boys. We'll post it up on Wednesday, so on our Facebook page, so everyone can get a look at it. But he starts off with, like, dropping a beer can onto a, like, hunting knife and shotgunning it, and then he stabs a Heineken keg and fucking, like, one of those mini kegs.
A mini keg.
And,
yeah, you buy at the, like, grocery store.
And shotguns that. And then he kind of finishes the video off by, like, putting this huge keg. Well, it's not like a big standard keg.
Yeah, it's what are those, like, is that a quarter keg or is that a half a keg?
It's like one of those half kegs. And he hits it with a fucking pickaxe. And he's got
fucking holds it above his head.
He's got suspenders with a giant beer gut and a thing that says USA Drinking Team. It's really funny. This guy's entire channel, like Matt said, you could get lost in the shit that he does here. So we'll be sure to post that up on Wednesday on our Facebook page so that everyone can see that. So be sure to go over there and like our Facebook page to see all that content along with the weed news and a bunch of other fun stuff that we post up on there every week.
All right, it's time to fucking jam.
I'm feeling the beat.
Boom, 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 boom. All right, no, it's not that kind of beat this week. We got some pretty mellow punk rock, a little bit of mix going on here this week. I'm gonna start it out. I'm covering Young Culture. Young Culture is a band that was founded in 2016. And they're based out of my area of Albany, New York. I found these guys through my girlfriend's little sister, and she's actually friends with them. And I fucking love their sound, honestly. It's a 5-piece band, and they're fucking amazing. They're like a pop punk. They're a little poppy, but you know, some of their other songs are just, you can see like a little influence from the 90s, you know, a little bit of everything going on. I really fucking like them.
Yeah,
and
great.
The first song.
The singer's got a great voice, too.
He really does, man. It's really clean, clear. I fucking love it. First song that I'm going to highlight is the song that caught my attention. It's called Bedroom Floor, and it's featuring Derek DeCasano. Sorry if I'm butchering your name, buddy. Fucking amazing song.
Wake up, heart shattered on the floor. I would be where you are if I could. But truthfully, everything you said last January right past your heads and straight to my heart. How could I piece it together when it all fell apart? If only I could feel this weight is off of me. Don't say you're sorry if it's not from the heart, not from the heart. I saw this coming right from the start. Before I go, I just want you to know there's a broken heart in the state of New York, and it's lying on your bedroom floor.
Alright, so that's Bedroom Floor. That's definitely their hit so far. This band's new, so, you know, they're just fucking growing. But
Definitely
for
poppy.
for a first main hit, I'd say that's pretty fucking good as a starting point.
Yeah, it's always that you got to kind of have that poppy like hit that is going to pull people in to listen to all your other stuff as well.
Yeah, definitely. You can get at these guys, Young Culture, on Facebook, Instagram, Bandcamp, SoundCloud. They're on iTunes, Spotify. They're everywhere. They're actually playing a show on July 22nd at the Fuse Box if you're an Albanyite like me. And the next song I'm going to play is called By Your Side. And this is a song that I feel like has a little influence from the 90s. It's not like a 90s song, but just the intro alone reminds me of the 90s.
Saw you from across the room, you looked so damn good, and I knew I knew that I wanted you, I needed you. 10 months is passing, I'm still in love with those same brown eyes. I always will be, always will be.
So yeah, that's a pretty good assessment of Young Culture. They're a great pop punk band, and they're a little poppy, you know, but
Yeah, they're good though.
they got a good sound. Yeah, I really like it, and they're young kids. You know, they're all in their early 20s.
You'd call them
and
up
they're
and
producing-
coming in the capital region?
Oh yeah, without a doubt, man. I think these guys are gonna go a little bit with their sound. You know, who knows how they'll evolve? Every band evolves to their own unique sound, but these guys seem to have level head, and they're great on design. So I definitely would see them going somewhere with this. Again, check them out on Facebook at Young Culture New York. And that's pretty much their baseline across all the boards for Instagram, Twitter,
Nice.
and
Keeping
you
it
know,
uniform.
SoundCloud and all that. Hell yeah. Yeah, like somebody else I know.
So, yeah, make sure you guys check out Young Culture. My suggestion for music is Rex Orange County, who I only found recently. And it's kind of hard to describe his sound. Like, before looking at any of the descriptions that people said, I would have said, like, folk rap.
It's definitely different. Yeah. It's really cool what he's doing.
Other descriptions are, like, kind of jazz, rap, hip-hop, R&B, neo-soul, which I've never heard of neo-soul, but I guess that kind of...
Me neither.
That sort of does work for it. He's a very, like, light sound. His real name is Alex O'Connor. He's a self-taught drummer, and he grew up in the outskirts of London in Haslemere, Surrey. And he's done piano, vocals, anything he could get his hands on musically. And he produced his own 11-track album called Because You Will Never Be Free, which was released in September of 2015. And then that was followed by his single Uno, which I'll play as my second song, in 2016. And he just dropped a new song called Best Friend in January of this year.
Busy man.
Yeah, he's been doing a lot. And I always love when I find an artist and there's sort of this really quick push that you can see of their stuff, that they're really motivated to get stuff out. And that's what I'm seeing with this guy.
Yeah, man. For only really a year old, he's got... His top 2 hits have well over a million plays.
Yeah, and he's
pretty damn good.
only got like a few monthly listeners on Spotify, so it's weird that maybe he's blown up more in England and they don't use Spotify nearly as much or something. But he's put out 7 albums. Apricot Princess is a really cool one. His Untitled album is really good. Because You Will Never Be Free, his first one, is also really good. I'm actually going to play a song from Because You Will Never Be Free called Corduroy Dreams, and I've been singing this one to myself. Like, I just, like, been humming it, like, earlier before we were even recording. So this is Corduroy Dreams by Rex Orange County.
How could I ignore you? Trust me, I adore you. We're swimming through our dreams. Kiss me in the shower for a couple hours, though we're only 16. And sit down beside me, don't call me daddy, 'cause that's just fucking weird. Promise that you'll stay here, you and I can lay here until the end of time. But girl, well, don't you worry about me. It ain't new to me, feeling this lonely, darling. Girl, don't worry about me. But if you're ever unhappy, then maybe, baby, I must let you go. Let you go.
So that was Corduroy Dreams by Rex Orange County. And I was saying to Matt while we were listening to that, the guitar part sort of reminds me of Fallout New Vegas specifically. It's got that weird cowboy kind of thing, but then his lyrics are kind of folksy, and
Yeah.
they're real. Like, I like the one part where it's like, don't call me daddy because that's just fucking weird. Like, that's how I feel. Like,
Yeah.
when I hear people use that terminology. So he talks about kind of like more mundane things, but real things in a way. And I find it interesting.
Yeah, it's a very good sound too. I really enjoy that song.
Yeah, he's really cool. I've been getting into it, and like I said, I've been singing that song in my head a lot because it's kind of catchy. His next song that I'm going to play is called Uno, and he dropped it as a single. This one's definitely a little different than the one we just listened to. I'll let you hear it. This is Uno by Rex Orange County.
But to be honest, I think that's alright. Cause time keeps rolling and I'm just making songs. I'm doing my best, still find myself stressed. And I'm no longer sure where I belong. I'm starting to rust, don't know who to trust.
Don't trust anyone, not even me.
Some people concentrate on style too much, but I think I just forced myself to smile too much. And that should soon end for the best. Yeah, I wanna live my life with no stress, love life and feel blessed. Like, it's kinda funny on the inside. I'm trying to be a man, but really I'm just a little child. Shit. And that's pretty much it. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Is there anything else?
Oh yeah, my jaw hurts a lot because I grind it with stress. I was an idiot recently and lost a lot of my friends. Nothing brings me joy and nothing makes me smile. Being at school makes me aware of how I haven't been myself.
So yeah, that's Uno by Rex Orange County. Definitely different than the first one.
Way different, man. He has a variety with his style. Like that Uno song just took me off guard for a second. The first song you said to me, Sunflower, is really good. I wouldn't have even thought it's the same fucking artist.
Yeah, and I don't know if it's just like his progression as an artist, because like that first song was from his first album, which was self-produced, and like it's him playing guitar and singing, and you had just commented, he's a good singer and a good rapper. So is it him coming into his own in like this sort of style that he can do more with the access to whatever it is he has? I don't know if he's really signed or anything, but I'm enjoying what he's putting out either way. If you want to follow him on Instagram, he's on it at Rex Orange County. Also on Twitter at Rex Orange County. Keeping it uniform. So make sure you check out Rex Orange County and Young Culture. We're going to be adding them to our Spotify playlist, which Matt curates for us.
Oh yeah, we got a shit ton of good music on there now. We have well over 3 hours, people. Check it out and hit that subscribe button to that. We want to see who's listening to it.
Episode, pop on Spotify. Go follow that playlist and listen to that on your way to work.
Hell yeah.
So now I think we're moving on to some video games.
It's me, Mario.
Finish him!
Yeah, time to veg out, play a little video games. Oh yeah, it's American pastime, baby.
We got some interesting news out of some video games that we normally talk about, along with the games with gold that are coming out this month. So to start out, we want to touch base on the fact that Ark Survival Evolved is getting a new DLC update.
Hell yeah.
It's called Ragnarok.
And yeah, like Ark is like such a good sandbox game. It allows you to basically do whatever you want. There's no real like laid out storyline. We've covered it a few times, but this game is, I feel like, undiscovered by a lot of people still.
And it's frustrating because every time they do an update, it does end up wiping a lot of people's personal servers. So you had mentioned before, it's really frustrating when you put time into a game and then all your progress just gets set back to zero.
Yeah, rebuilding your character, it's a leveling system that unlocks like what you're capable of building or creating. It's kind of annoying, but once you're in like a good point, this game is so fucking fun.
Yeah, and this Ragnarok map was actually created by a player of the game who made it as like a modded map for themselves on the PC.
Yeah, it's the first mod they're actually adding to the consoles.
Yep, and it's already out for, well, no, I'm sorry, it's going to be released, or it was released June 12th for PC, Mac, and Linux, but the Xbox and PS4 release will be on July 19th, so that's coming up pretty soon.
Yeah, it's going to feature a bunch of new creatures, a whole new map.
Entirely new map.
Yeah, and the map looks crazy. From
Griffins.
all the promos I've seen. Yeah, Griffins, polar bears, ice
There's
withers.
more of a story as well.
Yeah, it seems like that. Like you see like actual like pieces of like the environment, like sunken ships and a Viking, like there's like evidence of Vikings
Castles
living there. Yeah, it's quite wild, which is kind of cool to see. And a game that basically when we got it was basically like just a blank map where like create your own story, there's nothing else really here.
Yeah, and I guess they're going to be releasing only 40 to 50% of the map is complete. They're going to be releasing more of it. So if you take a look at the map online, you see that like not much of the area is used right now, but they're going to be expanding that.
Yeah, you gotta love the new technology with being able to like reboot the whole game with a download.
Yeah, that'd be like them adding another island onto GTA, you know?
We could only wish for something that cool.
Speaking of Rockstar,
Hell yeah. Red Dead Redemption, the fucking game that I'm definitely waiting on, especially with all the graphics I've seen. This game looks gorgeous, but it looks like you're gonna have to wait a little longer to actually get your hands on Red Dead 2. Now, Red Dead was scheduled to come out this fall, you know, right before the holiday season. But now it seems that it's actually going to come out right after April 1st, 2018. Now, the excuse that Rockstar is using is that they would rather put out a game that's well produced and has everything that a gamer would want versus just putting out a ramble piece of shit. Not exactly quoted, but
loosely translated.
we've all gotten a game before that felt like they rushed it to production and it's just a glitchy, clunky excuse of a
Call
game.
of Duty.
Yeah, like Call of Duty 2 a year type
They're
shit.
famous for that.
Yeah, and then they gotta put out patch upon patch upon patch to fix the dumbass things that they overlooked because they didn't test it enough. But Rockstar's pretty good about that, and there's very little problems with Rockstar usually. I've gotta say. Their games run pretty damn good, and they're always highly entertaining with an endless amount of options to partake in.
So April 1st, 2018, I guess. That's the most recent date that I've seen.
Yeah, so I wouldn't expect to see anything from Red Dead before April of next year. And even so,
Unfortunately.
it could be an April Fool's joke. They're setting it up early.
Yeah,
Haha,
oh,
next
man, that'd
holiday
be funny.
season, fools.
They have a terrible sense of humor over there if that's the case. So, we want to always cover the games with gold that Xbox is putting out. These are games that, as long as you have gold membership, you're able to download. They give them away for free. Easy way to get achievement points, which I'm kind of obsessed with. Also, they just kind of give out good games every so often, which we have a couple here.
This one's actually really good. The one that you guys missed one already, Dragon Age Origins. Highly rated game, and has a very faithful fan base as well.
I couldn't get into it personally. I tried playing for a little bit, but it reminded me of a weird knockoff Skyrim or something.
See, that's how I feel. I feel like if you played Skyrim, a game like that won't do it for you. But as far as a normal run-of-the-mill game, it's pretty fucking good. And people love the storyline of the Dragon Age series.
So yeah, that one was available from the 16th of June to the end of June. Hopefully you're able to grab it. Some of the
Yeah.
ones that are available now until
Ooh.
15th. So you'll have 5 days to grab Watch Dogs.
I actually got to re-download this one. I had this one when it came out in 2014. It's pretty fun. It's a little glitchy, as we were talking before. Me and you had talked about the controls are a little wonky, but it's a really cool concept. And basically, you play a guy. He's a hacker, and you control everything in the city, from the cameras to general, like a forklift or this or that, and you can hack into it with your phone. And basically what's going on is he's trying to avenge the death of his niece. So he's trying to figure out this corruption type deal, and it's a little Grand Theft Auto-like open world in the city of Chicago.
That's the feel I got from it.
Yeah, so it's easy to take this as like a rip-off Grand Theft Auto, but there's a whole ton of elements that are different than Grand Theft Auto with this.
Yeah, it's almost like you have super technology powers in a way.
Yeah, I really like just being able to control the random things around the environment. I think that's a pretty cool concept.
So that one's available till the 15th. Make sure you pick that up. You'll have 5 days after this episode drops. Another one that's available till the end of July is called Grow Up. I had a lot of fun playing this one. I played it for a while. You're basically a robot who crash lands on a planet, and your spaceship parts, the computer parts and everything, are all in different places around the planet. So you have to bounce around, fly, jetpack, do all that kind of stuff to go and find the pieces of your broken ship.
It looks
and it's
really
a big
cool.
open world. It reminds me of Little Big Planet, sort of, but like an open 3D version.
Yeah, definitely. That's a good way of looking at it.
So that's a good one to grab. Another one that's available until July 15th is Kane and Lynch 2.
Yeah, this is an older game. Came out in 2010, actually. But it's a pretty cool multiplayer game if you have a friend to play it with. Definitely check it out. It's a run and
It's a
gun
good
type
shooter.
deal. Yeah,
It's a good co-op shooter.
Hell yeah, which is always fun. But it is an older game, so don't have high expectations of anything too crazy with the actual game mechanics.
Easy achievement points, that's all you can really hope for out of some of those.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Now, the ones that will be coming up are on the 16th to August 15th. You'll be available to download Runbow, which I looked into it a little. It reminds me sort of speedrunners, but slowed down.
Okay, that seems kind of cool.
So it's another platform racing type of game. I'm going to try it, let you guys know how that is. One we won't be able to tell you guys about, but we do want to make you aware of, is Lego Pirates of the Caribbean.
Hell yeah, but I mean, the Lego games are always solid. Definitely check it out. As we've covered with the other Lego games, the Lego
Star
games,
Wars one came out not long ago.
yeah, they're not just for kids. They're actually usually pretty good mechanics in the game, and they're fun.
Yeah, definitely. So be sure to check out Lego or download Lego Pirates of the Caribbean, Runbow, all the other ones that we mentioned, because we're going to be covering video games once a month, and we'll be able to tell you how Lego Pirates of the Caribbean is, but we can't play it, and you know what I mean?
Yeah, hell yeah.
It's gonna be not downloadable by the time we hit video games again, so make sure you jump on that.
I'm about to drop a single right now. It's called Plug City, bitch. Plug City, bitch.
Is that where we're at? We're in Plug City.
We're at the end of the show, motherfuckers. Your favorite part is around. You ready for this? Because I'm ready. Jesse, are you ready?
Oh, let's do it.
Are you ready?
All right, I'm ready.
I need to calm down a bit. Let me calm down by stopping at the Facebook and Instagram and searching American Slacker Podcast. Ooh, that's pretty. We got a lot of cool posts. I like that. Check out the main website, AmericanSlackerPodcast.com. And we want to hear your feedback. Send us some emails. We want pen pals. Send us an email at AmericanSlackerPodcast@gmail.com, and we will respond with such quickness you will spin circles in your chair. Because that's how we are.
A little breaking news about correspondence. We actually, during this recording, got a piece of mail from the Mad Scientist podcast. They sent us some awesome stickers, told us they loved the show and to keep doing the good work, and thanked us for the support that we give their show. So I just wanted to give them a little shout out since we're in the plugs anyway.
Thank you, guys. We love the stickers.
But if you want to get at us on Twitter or Reddit, you can check us out at AMERSLKR Podcast. That's Amer Slacker Podcast. Rate and review us on iTunes, and please tell a friend about the show. It's the easiest way to get us out to the world. And if they're not familiar with the podcast formats, send them over to YouTube, where they can always find our latest episodes like this one and our bonus episodes with awesome guests we have great conversations with.
Yeah, I was actually trolling through there the other day, and I gotta say, it's quite easy to just pull up an American Slacker episode and listen to it. I was checking that out. It's pretty nice. And if you want to hear from any of these artists that we cover, go to Spotify, because we put every one of them up there. And all you have to do, load up Spotify, search American Slacker Podcast, and you'll find over 3 hours of different music. Different musicians, rather. And highly entertaining and quite a variance in different genres. So check it out.
Definitely. And another way to help the show, head over to our Patreon, become a sponsor. You can hear your name at the top of the show, getting that shout out. You can also get an invite to play Xbox with us on the last Saturday of each month. So it's a great way to help us out, and we'd really appreciate anything you feel that we're worthy of receiving.
If you want to check out what the fuck we're up to in our personal lives, all you gotta do is head over to our Instagrams, or our Snapchats, or even fucking stalk us on the Xbox. My personal Instagram is MWG Media. My Snapchat and my gamer tag are Matty G from HP. And on to the uniform, motherfucker.
I was going to say, all of mine can be found at Landers the Plane. That's Instagram, Snapchat, and my gamer tag.
Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. We love every one of you. And until the next time we drop one, that's it.
There you go. You're good.
Authenticity is number one here at American Slacker Podcast.
Number one is I don't fucking sniffle through this whole thing.
Did you take your medicine?
Yeah, I did, actually.